Of occasions, but the Welsh wonder came out on top, and she's going to come out in just a couple of moments. Crowd are ready. We can just about see Jade Jones in the background there, friends and family and gathered.
Jade's mum there.
In our women's under 57kg category from Great Britain, fighting in blue, Jade Jones.
Yeah, mother and grandfather gathered, friends and family here united. Jade Jones carrying the charge for Great Britain here. Can she grab gold? Does she grab hands of some youngsters here?
Well, when you're double Olympic champion, you can have two mascots. So she's keeping it in the family. She has Charlie Toby, her cousin, and Poppy Jones, her little sister.
Well, coming in team-handed, as you say, mum and the crowd ready for action. And Jade Jones, she's looked good today, Sarah.
She does. She looks focused. She looks ready. She thrives on home soil. But this is a rivalry, a little rivalry, but it's there nonetheless.
Yeah, a budding rivalry. The Flint fighter. What can she do? The Welsh wonder going up against Canada's best. Well, we spoke about the importance of family. Skylar Park and her father, Jay Park, the coach, and they're on the way in here.
She has little Zach Rogers from Combat Taekwondo. He's smiling now. He's a little bit more comfortable.
Rogers to that, and will it be a win for Canada? They will certainly be hoping for that. Good, respectful cheer, and likewise Skylar Park looks as if she's ready for the big occasion.
Yeah, I think she's, for me, I watched the fight over the last couple of years. You know, she is still quite young, but she's got a real ambition. She reminds me a little bit of Lauren with that attitude, Lauren Williams with that attitude and that determination and a little bit of aggression. I love a bit of aggression in the girls. I love it. I'm
actually sitting far back from me today just in case you throw a punch here. So, as you say, fine female role models, plenty of aggression, plenty of technique and style, and a good aggressive warm-up here from the Canadian. Li Guao from China in charge of proceedings in this one. Jade Jones, of course, surrounded by family. Likewise, Skylar Park, a dad in the coaching corner. Her mum, the team manager, so they keep it in the family. And all of the Parks, all 8 of them, children and grandchildren, are all black belts.
That's incredible, brilliant.
Yep.
Fantastic for sport.
Yep, history makers and great role models. But Jade Jones, she's representing the host nation, of course, and trying to give it absolutely everything she's got. Good form. Ruben Richards, her coach in the corner, looks focused and ready. Game plans are locked in. Jones circling, not the start that she usually goes for, keeping it conservative to begin, giving the Canadian her due respect. Skylar Park marginally the taller, Jade Jones certainly with the more experience. Hook kick attempt from the Welsh fighter in blue. Britain's finest lands a big punch on the way through. Decent attempt. Skylar Park happy to see that it doesn't score.
The height difference for Jade never bothers her. She's always going to be one of the smaller ones. She's not small by any means, but some of the heights of this weight group are ridiculous. You know, Jade doesn't bother Jade. She's used to it. Excellent body shot there for Jade.
As you say, the height difference not mattering. The only distance that matters was that nice little hook kick to the body. John Gibbon for holding the leg. And it is Jones holding the lead here into the open stance. Good faking from Great Britain's Jade Jones. Nice from Skylar Park. As you said, she's got that attitude.
She's got a great attitude, you know, for me. Punch is not perfect, but could be a weapon in time.
That was certainly perfect from Jones. Nice little push kick to the body. Stabs it home. Takes a 3-point lead halfway through the first.
The crowd here absolutely loving having one of their heroes here. And Jade clearly thriving on that energy.
As you see, suffering on the support of the Manchester faithful here, but Skylar Park very much in this contest. Decent attempt at a head kick there. Just measuring her distance. And of course, well, that will not help her efforts there. Slips to the mat. John Gibbon, the strength of Jones evident.
Yes, very, very strong. You can see that, you know, the age difference there, the experience, the strength of Jade Jones just creeping in.
Creeping in again there, almost with that front leg. She hasn't had to look hard to find Skylar Park though. She's held her ground, the Canadian. Perhaps wants to let her feet go a little bit more. Good from Jones into the clinch. Can she clinch this opening round into the last 20?
Better attempted punch by Skylar Park. Not quite there yet.
Well, we're almost at the end of the first round. Jones again with a left push kick to the body and a punch with the left hand on the way through. No love from the judges, but there'll be plenty of love from the fans at the end of the first. The British fighter in blue. Excellent start from her.
Fantastic start for Jones. Thriving on that energy from the crowd. Like I said, this is where she really thrives. She loves being on the big stage. You know, you get nervous, she likes that energy, that nervous energy, and that's where she comes alive. I think Skylar Park did try at the first to kind of put some pressure on Jones, but Jade Jones' strength and power with that front leg and her speed, it's difficult to deal with.
Yeah, difficult to deal with. Sometimes we talk in terms of points and kicks, but it's also, there's a bit of pain there. It's not a lot of fun to take these big shots from Jade.
No, and they're not always going to hit on the body arm. They're going to be arm, they might be a hip. You know, yeah, completely. She is so strong with that front leg. That's why she's won what she's won. That's why she's double Olympic champion.
Well, Team Jones from Flint. Well, we know that Flint plus Jade equals gold, and that's what it's been so far. Skylar Park, a grimace from her shows the gum guard. She's going to have to show her teeth in this one. Biting down, trying to produce her best here into the open stance. Centre referee gets the second round underway here. That's the semi-final, of course, of the under-57s. They're just joining us. A warm welcome. It's been a warm welcome for Skylar Park so far. Jade Jones blasting home a good few shots. Skylar Park tries with a head kick. Good block from Jones.
Better by Skylar Park. Stronger with that first shot and trying to take it high. Just not quite fast enough. Jade's just there, ready to block and cover. Much better in that short distance by Jones. Kind of been a new thing for her in the last year. Not something she's used to, not something she enjoyed, but a lot more comfortable there now. You don't always have to kick.
Wise words indeed. Expert analysis, of course, from Sarah Stevenson, but it's been an expert performance from Jones. Signs of life, though, from Skylar Park here in the second round. Hasn't really conceded too many, but needs to give Jones something to think about. Goes with the back leg, good block from Jones, cuts it off at the pass and extends her lead.
Excellent punch from Jade there. The left hand didn't score, but it's a threat.
Can she turn that threat into an opportunity? She's certainly got the strength and showing no signs of weakness here. 9-1 to the good with 30 to go in the second. Make that 11 in double quick time.
And Skylar Park really needs to do something to get some points on the board. Bit of a high punch there for Jones, but the referees liked it.
Yeah, as did Jones. Sticks it to the chest and sticks it to the Canadian. Skylar Park in a bit of trouble here on the outer reaches of the mat. 30 seconds left in the second round. Well, they fought before in the Grand Prix. It was 25 to 18. But this one already 14-1 in favour of Great Britain's Jade Jones in blue. She's looking super strong here. Can hardly miss with these punches. Apart from perhaps that one. Into the last 10 seconds of this second round. Tough times for Park. Trying to come forward. The Brit in blue. Nice hook kick round the corner as well. Not easy for the Canadian now. That goes without saying. The clock ticks down on the end of the second. It's been the Canadian that's been on the end of the big shots from Jones.
Yeah, it's just going to be too difficult. I think it's a bit of a big ask for Skylar Park to try and pull this back. The pressure from Jade Jones is absolutely relentless. and that's one of the reasons why she's so good. If she's enjoying it and she's putting the pressure on, it's really, really difficult. It's really difficult to score on her.
And also, she's having a full conversation in here. There has been times previously, we talked about the Olympic hangover, so Sheng Shujin of China that defeated Bianca Walton of Great Britain. You know, you take a dip after that success. Sometimes your fitness can struggle, you can feel lacking in motivation. Looks fresh as a daisy here.
Yeah, I think Jade can go up. You know, you can go up and down. You know, it's hard to stay at the top. It's hard to keep pushing for 4 years for one day. And when you've already done it twice, you know, it's everyone's dream to do it once, and Jade's done it twice. So for her, you know, she obviously has done absolutely incredible, but it's still difficult to do what she's doing.
Well, to add a little detail to that story, of course, she won the Youth Olympic Games, which you helped her to qualify for. She was out in Buenos Aires and said she found a new love for the sport, a new desire that's making her work harder than ever, both in training and here on the mat. She goes in there straight away, as does Park, with a body shot for the Canadian. But the fitness is there, the finesse likewise. Jade Jones on the front leg. Park trying to respond. Nice little back leg under the guard as well.
Being out in Buenos Aires, Jade wouldn't have been able to train as much. She might not even be as fit as she'd like to be, but she's certainly focused and in the zone and ready. And if your mind's ready, your body can react and cope with anything.
Mentality so important. Accuracy there from Jones with a hook kick to the body. Plenty of lessons to learn, of course, in the taekwondo, but it's Jade Jones that's handing them out as she blocks a nice head kick attempt from the Canadian. That focus paying off here into the business end of this third round, the final in the offing.
Incredible variety there from Jones. Saw Skylar Park coming in for the punch and just sneaked that. What was that kick?
The jumping flying hook kick, who knows? But doesn't matter what the name of it is, it's certainly scored. As you say, that acrobatic skill to flick it around the corner. And just around the corner now is the final. Last 45 and some change in this one, but no change on the momentum for Skylar Park. She's tried the Canadian. She took a bronze previously. That was her first bronze medal in the Grand Prix in Rome. John's happy to take that Gam John there. By contrast, Jade Jones has 6 Grand Prix gold medals, 5 silver, 3 bronze, going for gold now. So experience in blue, hope and aspiration from the Canadian in red. And it's Jones by far the better.
Both looking a little bit tired now. I'm not surprised Jones is. She hasn't stopped for the whole 3 rounds, but that's what she does. That's how she wins.
Yeah, the intensity from Jade Jones. More than happy to shut up shop now. And Skylar Park comes knocking on the door, but we are knocking on the door of the end of this third round. Good spin attempt from the Canadian, trying with all of her might. You mentioned her attitude on the way in. She's given it plenty. She's going back to Winnipeg with a bronze, but going forward, Jade Jones of Great Britain into the Grand Prix final here in Manchester, and she looks as if she means business.
Yeah,
Sarah.
she is really up for this. She wants this so much, and as you said, I think being out in Buenos Aires maybe makes you sometimes think how you used to be when you were younger, and sometimes it's good just to go back to that, because when we get older we can think too much, so maybe that's what's helped her to get into this zone.
That's exactly what she said. She gave an interview to the BBC, and that's exactly what she said. As a youngster, she did it because she loved it, and now she's rediscovered that love, and rediscovered it right on time here for the home Grand Prix.
Perfect, and right on time, a year before the Worlds, 2 years before the Olympics, so great timing.